What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Let's Play here on youtube.com/Koppai Gaming with Blaster Master Zero, Episode 5, where we play through the entirety of the Blaster Master Zero campaign as Shovel Knight. One of the coolest characters in video game history, and one of my personal favorites. I platinumed his game on the PlayStation 4. I own the amiibo. I am a die-hard Shovel Knight fan. And now it looks like we're going into a boss fight here. Something looks fishy. Looks like a classic Zelda room. We're getting our warning for the layer of Crabular, whatever the crap that name is. More like Crapulara, am I right? Oh, they're spitting out some pink goo here that looks like it's a force to be reckoned with. And so we gotta make sure we're not getting too cocky here, because they could seriously mess us up. In case you don't know, we've been playing through the entirety of the campaign of Shovel Knight, or, listen to me goof up. It feels like a new Shovel Knight of Blaster Master Zero. 5 episodes deep now, getting a feel for the world, the mechanics of the game, the abilities that we have. It's been a heck of a time. I hope you guys have been enjoying it, and if you have, be sure to click that like button before you go any farther. Go ahead, pause the video, click the like button, really take that moment in, and as well as the subscribe button. And we're starting to figure out, some of the map management, some of the power management, what's the best way to navigate things. We're learning how enemies work. We're getting a feel for it, just like we would a classic retro game. And honestly, it is hard to put my finger on what this game is inspired by, because it feels like just an ode to all of the classic NES, SNES era games. A little bit of everything. So I've been really enjoying it. If you haven't played it and you have a Switch, definitely go check it out. It's on the eShop. You can pick it up. It's also, I believe, on the 3DS. And so if you still are rocking the 3DS out there, I know there's a few of our listeners and watchers that love their 3DS. Wait, real quick, what's this say? Laser shot. A shot that can pierce through terrain. Hold the shoot button to charge it, and then release it to fire. Awesome. A little power up for our tank. We can take that back to our little tank now. I know there's a few people out there that are still rocking the 3DS, and so this game's out for them as well, and I bet it looks awesome on, I don't know if it's in 3D on the 3DS, but I bet it would look legit if it was. Personally, I'm digging the HD. It looks really, really gorgeous. I'm actually playing on a pretty crappy TV, because it's the TV I have set up for my Let's Play series, and then when I watch back the footage on my nicer computer monitor, I'm actually really surprised at how gorgeous the game looks. It looks even better than I imagined. And so definitely check it out. And Shovel Knight just came out. At the time of recording this, he came out for free. I don't know if he's still available for free by the time you're watching this, but he is available to download for just $2. I think is the rate that these DLC characters are going for. So you can check that out. But even if you don't want to play as Shovel Knight, you can at least check out. Wait, crap, where are we going? We missed a few things, didn't we? What's the green thing on our menu here? I don't know, but we missed like a whole area over here to the right, so we're gonna need to go back and grab that. But even if you don't want to play as Shovel Knight, you can play through the game just as the original Blaster Master character, who I have no idea who they are. I don't even care about them. I played the game when it first came out for about a half hour and then didn't play beyond that. But when Shovel Knight came out, I was all on board, and so it's actually making me want to go back through and play through like Plague Knight and Spectre Knight, or Spectre of Torment, because I never completely finished those in Shovel Knight. So let's see if, oh crap, we didn't make it through that pink water there. Oh well, at least we go back not too far back. That's nice. Games that are gracious, there's a fine balance between punishing you in a game and going ahead and being like, you know what, we all goof sometimes. Go ahead, take this as a learning opportunity, come back stronger and better next time, and keep on playing. Because, I've been playing through some Fallout 4 recently on survival mode, and that game just punishes you so much if you die, and it honestly sometimes makes me not want to play, because I like a challenge, but there's a very, very fine balance between being too challenging and too punishing, and being just challenging enough that you want to get better, but you don't feel like you're wasting your time by trying to get better. And leave comments down below maybe with what games you think strike that perfect balance, because recently there's been this kind of swell of people that like Bloodborne and Dark Souls and Master Mode of Zelda. Like, there's this hankering in the gaming community for some challenging games. But when is a game too challenging and when's a game too easy? Like, what's that balance, do you think? And what games have done it well? So I think most people would say like Kirby, for example, is a little bit on the too easy side. Or I think the latest Hey Pikmin game people were saying was leaning towards too easy. But then what's too hard? And what's a game that strikes it perfectly? I think Nintendo games in particular do it quite well, where they make games that are very easy, but then if you want to get all the collectibles and all of the bonus stuff, then they get hard. And so you can kind of make your own challenge depending on how much of a die-hard fan you are, which I personally think is awesome. They are very good at that. That's why I love Nintendo. That's why I host a Nintendo podcast with Mr. Koppai. You should check it out each and every Monday here on youtube.com/Koppai Gaming, as well as podcast services anywhere and everywhere. The cool thing is that these portions of the game here, the top-down portions, are basically what the game's all about. Oh crap! No! Get to the island. The floor is lava. They're basically what the game is all about, and everything in between is kind of just the map. You know, you're just navigating through the map to get to the next level. But even the map is part of the game. Like, they do a really good job at just, you feel like you're rewarded when you get to a new spot, like a new level basically, because you fought your way there through the overworld just to get there. Like, it's really cool. I can't think of too many games that do this, where it's like two completely different styles as you navigate through the world. But I could just be missing the retro game that this was inspired by. I'm not too sure. Waiting around. Do you guys like when games make you wait like that? Like when there's a platformer that makes you wait for the next platform to come by? There were some levels in Splatoon 2's campaign where you had to like wait for a platform to float over, and it's like, alright, let's get ourselves a move on. Because I like to speed run certain parts of games. Like I beat Shovel Knight in, what was it, like an hour, I think was what it was, like an hour and a half. And because there's the trophy for that, the feat for beating it in less than an hour and a half. And I love how in Shovel Knight, every level is designed that you can run straight through. Like you can just plow through each level and beat it in one, like without easing up on pressing the right button. And I love games like that. Maybe, you know, it takes a few tries to get that to that level in Shovel Knight, like that level of skill. Maybe I'm just not there yet with Blaster Master, but I will get there. I'm gonna become a Blaster Master MLG Pro one of these days. You guys just wait and see. You're gonna watch the transformation happen right before your very eyes. And it's gonna be legit. Alright. Getting that video game OCD where I'm wondering where I need to explore still. What happens if I hit my map here? Nice, I still got a map. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Very Metroid-y. I keep trying to acknowledge what parts of this game are inspired by, you know, other things. Because I'm personally just trying to piece it together to kind of give some commentary on it, and also maybe, you know, get an idea of maybe what games I want to go back and play. Because, you know, I was born in 1993. I'm a youngin'. I'm in my 20s. And I grew up, you know, I missed, I think, the NES era as far as my gaming. My father was very good at bringing us up on games and kind of teaching us, oh wait, I can't go that way without getting killed by the pink water. He was very good at growing us up on games, but I missed the NES era and barely latched on to the SNES era. Like, that was kind of where I started, was SNES. Super Mario World, for example, I have very fond memories of that. Yoshi's Island. And then N64 was really where I kind of entered into this whole era of, okay, I'm a gamer now. And so lots of NES games and arcade games and these games that, you know, modern indies are taking inspiration from, I did miss out on. You know, I played through the Super Mario Brothers trilogy on the NES. I've played through Metroid, the original Metroid. I played through a significant portion of the actual NES version, and then I completed the game in the Zero Mission format, which was way, way better than the NES version. And I've dabbled in the original Legend of Zelda, but I missed out on a lot of NES games, and so sometimes games like this, like these classic indies, are really good opportunities for me to figure out what games I may enjoy. And it looks like we got the pink water flooding in. We need to run. I love it. I love it. These games where you have to like freaking plow through the walls, you look behind you and the water's coming in, you're like, oh no, oh no. Alright, looks like the pink water took a halt, so let's see if we can find any apples in these. Alright, I'm feeling a boss fight coming on. Looks like if we pause here, yeah, we're making our way up. The boss is up there. So we're getting closer and closer. So we gotta make sure we stay up on our game of health. Make sure we keep the Affordable Care Act in Shovel Knight's grasp. We don't want him losing health care right about now. Can I shoot these back? Whoa! You can shoot it back at them. That is the craziest thing. I had no idea. Maybe that's how... Oh, so in the previous Let's Plays when I was like, I feel like my Shovel Knight guy is shooting out little beams of energy when he's full health. Like Link does in Zelda games. When he's full health with his Master Sword, he can shoot out different beams of energy. I was like, what is up with that? I feel like I'm shooting out beams, and I was deflecting beams of energy back at other enemies that were shooting at me. That explains it, and that makes a lot of sense that Shovel Knight's shovel would be able to deflect back at them. I love it. You guys thought of everything. You done good. You done good, NT Creates. Alright, well, I think we're going to have to save this boss fight for the next Let's Play episode. So be sure to tune in next week to the next episode of Let's Play Blaster Master Zero. But if you enjoyed this one, be sure to click that like, subscribe, share, and bell button to be notified of when we post new Let's Plays each and every day here on youtube.com/Koppai Gaming. Also, be sure to check us out on twitch.tv, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook as Koppai Gaming. And check out Koppai Podcast each and every Monday here on YouTube, as well as podcast services around the world. But until next time,